What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I just got back in the crib from a Super Bowl party, and I'm going to talk about the game, but let's talk about what everybody is talking about on social media right now. Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. You got a lot of people saying it was mid, it was trash. I wish the Hot Boys was here. I wish Juvenile and Wayne was here. So on and so forth. All of that. I strongly disagree with y'all. I thought the performance was a dope performance. I thought it was a great performance and a great halftime show for real. Now, I will say this. Do I think that was Kendrick's best show? No, I don't. I don't. I still think it was dope, though. Thought it was a great performance. Now, I like the pop out Kendrick and Friends better just because I think, first of all, that Kendrick and Friends, it was a Juneteenth celebration. That was some black ass shit. Now, Kendrick, while this audience was not a black, this Super Bowl is not just a black audience, right? And it's not for black people. You know what I mean? Kendrick put black imagery and black messages all in his performance today, for sure. But you know, at the Juneteenth celebration, it was just, Kendrick could be unfiltered. He could be, raw, uncut. He didn't have to censor himself. And I think when you got to censor yourself, he had to do a lot of censoring tonight. A lot. Changing up lyrics. You know what I mean? Had to pause in certain points of the song just so he wouldn't say the curse words, so on and so forth. And I think when you have to do that, your energy can be it can alter your energy of the show a little bit, right? Like when you're unfiltered, your momentum and energy can be through the roof. Like when he did Not Like, because you can't do Not Like Us 5 times at the Super Bowl. The pop out and he can curse and say whatever he want to say, so it's a different energy. This shit was still dope though. It was dope, man. From Luther to Humble, to Squabble Up, you know what I mean, to All the Stars, all them different songs, and then leading up teasing Not Like Us, teasing it, and then doing it. And it was he killed it for real, you know. And the imagery, Samuel L. Jackson is Uncle Sam, all black dancers dressed in red, white, and blue, and then forming the American flag, right? Then he says the revolution, he starts it off, the revolution will be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. A lot of people say that was reference to President Donald Trump. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. People thinking, hey, that's reference to him, and he was performing this in front of Donald Trump, right? Then you have the black dancers in all black holding the Pan-African flag up. You know, Serena Williams on stage, sea walking, doing that was dope, man. You know, and his energy was super high. I just think why I don't have it better than the pop out, because he couldn't be as unfiltered as he wanted to be. You know what I mean? When you can curse and say what you want to say, you got a lot of different creative control. You have more creative freedom. I think in a pop out, you know, your energy go to the max. And then he was in the midst of the beef. That was his victory lap. You know what I mean? So I think it was just the energy was just a little different on a pop out, you know, because he was able to be so unfiltered and it was fresh off of him putting that belt on Drake, you know. But nonetheless, still a dope performance. Smiling in the camera when he say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. That's his favorite damn part. I hear you like I'm young. That's his shit. He loves saying that part, you know. But still a dope performance. Now this is the problem, because I saw people saying, and no disrespect when I say this, is people saying I didn't understand nothing he was saying. I didn't understand nothing he was saying, and I saw that from a lot of the elders. And no disrespect, because there's a lot of elders that are into hip hop and all of that. A lot of the elders say they don't understand what none of the rappers are saying today. They can listen to J. Cole and say, I don't understand what he's saying. And they talking very clear. It's that they don't connect to certain music, and when they don't connect to it, they say, I don't understand what he's saying. You know, or when a rapper has a cadence that's just a little fast, they oh, I don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. Okay? Then you have people who never wanted Kendrick Lamar to perform there in the first place. So they still hollering about Wayne and Hot Boys and how they would have tore the performance up through the roof. You had people saying stuff like, oh, the crowd was dead. The crowd was dead. First of all, let me say, do you think, like, black folks was not in that audience like that at the Super Bowl today? Let's be for we don't got the money to be all up in them crowds, like them crowds of people, for real. So while it was in New Orleans, do you think the Hot Boys would have had Tony through the roof? But like they would have been screaming up and down for the Hot Boys like that? Black folk, the locals not even in there. The locals from, cause I know white folks from Louisiana, they a little different. They be knowing Boosie and Webby and the Hot Boy shit front to back. But the locals not even in there for real. It's people from goddamn Silicon Valley and stuff all up in there. You know, they all in there, and these super multi-millionaires and thousandaires, you know, mega thousandaires, you know, they in there, but the locals ain't in there to appreciate the Hot Boys and stuff. One, you know, so, and for two, if y'all want to see the Hot Boys and Juvenile and them, y'all gonna have to go to Essence Festival. You feel me? A lot of people just mad that Wayne was not performing tonight, and so they just having a pout fest, and they was gonna trash the performance no matter what, you know, just because Wayne wasn't performing. Just like you got Skip Bayless out here, Skip saying, I'm protesting a halftime show to stand with my friend Lil Wayne. Well, Skip, it's not for you, brother. You don't listen to this music. You don't listen to Kendrick Lamar no way. And it's not going to hurt the ratings that you're not watching. Like, what is that going to do? Boycotting the halftime show going to hurt the Super Bowl rate? Like, no. Every other people still watching, so whatever. You know, Skip he loved his friendship with Wayne so much. He values this. This is like his cool points. His access is a little cool. His cool pass is to be brothers with Lil Wayne, and he loved that shit. He loves to have that little card in his pocket that Lil Wayne is my friend and my buddy and my pal. But anyway, now you got other people who are really big Drake fans who, again, they didn't want to see Kendrick performing at all. You know what I mean? And so they like, oh, he performing not like us. And they making it like, oh, the only time the crowd was really live was Not Like Us or whatever. And really, because Not Like Us became a worldwide sensation. Worldwide. So when you see them hollering out A minor, the crowd ringing that shit out, that speaks to his, like, that speaks to how great that song was. You know what I mean? And how he made a song that could reach the whole world. You know, for real. Like, that shit is nationwide for sure. Worldwide, 100%, 100,000%. You know, but yeah, you got people that's like, oh, he had to bring up Drake's name to get the hollers and cheers and, you know, whatever. It's a lot of people in there in Silicon Valley, they just know that song is trendy, you know, so they just they were celebrating and, you know, jumping for joy at a moment that they could share with everybody to holler out A minor. But to act like, oh, Kendrick only get a pop when he say Drake name, that's disingenuous, 100%. And again, if y'all would have had Lil Wayne and y'all would have had Hot Boys and them out there performing like Juvie and Turk and them, boy, them people weren't gonna go crazy like that. Cause them people in that crowd don't know that discography. A lot of people who are big Wayne fans, them people in the audience that got all that money, they don't know Wayne's shit before the Carter 2. They don't know his shit pre-Carter 2, they don't know it. They got on Wayne when Fireman came out. Some of them came when Carter 3 came out, Lollipop, and it's for real. You know, so even if the Hot Boys and Turk and BG them and Juvie them was there, Manny Fresh, that crowd don't know Project Chick. Come on, y'all. They don't know that shit, man. They don't even know The Block Is Hot from Wayne. So what are we doing? They don't know Number One Stunner. They don't know that at all. So, yes, y'all can get up out of here with that. Like, oh, Hot Boys should have been up in here. Them people wouldn't have known that shit. Them people in the audience, they would want to see Wayne sing Prom Queen and shit like that. You know, that Prom Queen. I hate that damn song. I hate Rockstar Wayne. That shit was terrible. I don't care what y'all talking about. That shit was hot. That shit was hot garbage to me. Prom Queen. No. The Leather So Soft was fire when he playing the little guitar, but that Prom Queen, rock and roll, no. Then you got people who just are not fans of Kendrick's discography. So they were going to say anything was born. Bro, All the Stars, bro, that's a banger. Humble is a banger. Squabble Up a banger, man. TV Off, like that shit was hard, man. Doing the TV Off, man, that's crazy. Like that shit was ringing out. ringing out for real. You just got a lot of people that just are upset that, you know, they OVO, you know, and again, I'm a fan of Drake's music. So I'm never going to act like I'm not still listening to the music that he made. That shit was fire. It was dope. But he took the L, he lost. You know, he took a major L in that battle. You feel me? It is what it is. But you got people who just can't get past that. They can't get over that. And so they like, oh, here we go. You know, or you know, they not fans of Kendrick's discography. You know, and so any song they hear, they act like it's a lot of people that just act like all he got is not like us. And that's very disingenuous. You might not know some of this other stuff, but he got a lot of bangers, man. For real. It's just people who like one form of... There's a lot of rap fans who only like street rap and shit like that. You know? So they can't appreciate rap like All the Stars. You feel me? They can't appreciate Humble, stuff like that. Furthermore, man, and me saying Kendrick had to censor itself. Y'all want Wayne up there? As much as Wayne talk about suck a pussy, fuck a pussy, leave it there, he would have had to edit the hell out of it, the shit out of it. He would have had to edit the shit out of his music. Worse than Kendrick had to where he gotta just just move the mic every time he talking. Cause Wayne don't got a family friendly set at all. He doesn't really, you know. But a lot of people they just very contentious. Excuse me. They very like. You know, they acting like it's terrible because they mad because dude performing. Let's be for real. Peace.